Hello and welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to do a quick tutorial for Wasteland 2 character creation. Give you an idea of a balanced stat start that you can use for pretty much any character that you're creating in a squad. I'm going to go down and select one of my pre-made characters. Go to the customization options so you can actually see what we have here. Now, what I like to do with my characters is to aim for a combat initiative of 11 or higher, an action point score of 10 or higher. Now the reason for the combat initiative is because that of course determines your placement in the combat rounds. The higher the initiative, the sooner you go into combat and get to act. The lower initiative means you act behind the other players and NPCs as well. So if you have too low of a score, you'll end up being last, and usually that results in you end up dead. Action points, of course, determines the amount of points, or the amount of points you have, rather, to take actions within a round. 10 is usually a good number for it because it gives you the option to fire most weapons twice, or even 3 times. And then it might give you the options, of course, to maneuver and then fire once as well. Now, in regards to maneuvering, combat speed is also fairly important. A 2.0 means that you get 2 blocks of movement for every 1 action point spent. Now what we have here is I've reduced the luck down to 1 block. I've actually found that luck is not that important of a skill. It doesn't really seem to accomplish much. And the charisma down to 1 block as well, since it's really not needed outside of dialogue options and getting a few other characters. There are some bonuses to it, of course, as well as the XP bonus, and well, that's pretty much the only combat bonus you get with it. Now, intelligence is a 4. It gives a good amount of skills. Speed I have as a 6. Strength as a 6. Awareness as a 4 as well. And coordination as a 6. This gives you a fairly high chance of hitting your target with ranged weapons. Of course, if you wanted to go with a melee build, you could go with the same template, but you might want to consider tweaking the coordination down and maybe adding more to strength and speed, or awareness as well, which gives you your evasion. Now, what we have next, of course, is the skill section. As you can see, we have 10 remaining skill points on a pre-made character, with only 1 slot spent, which is 2 points total. In this run, it is Submachine Guns. Now, Submachine Guns starting out are a really good weapon option. They let you dominate the field early on, but they are quickly overshadowed by assault rifles if you play it right. You'll have almost instant access to the M16 in-game, which is pretty much going to carry you all the way to the second half of the game, at which point you'll upgrade to a new assault rifle. So your long-run game, you're really going to aim for assault rifles, and you're going to want to start out initially with the submachine gun just because it gives you the edge you need at the very start of the game. Now, as far as the other skill points, you're not going to want to spend those right away. Your only one you want to spend extra points on, other than the 1 mark in a weapon, is going to be your medic. Of course, you want to put field medic and surgeon skills there. Or you can put 1 on 1 character and 1 on another. The reason you don't want to spend your skill points right away is because you can spend your skill points at any time. And that means when one of your characters gets in trouble, gets down, so your actual surgeon gets KO'd, and you need a new surgeon, you'll have points available, readily available, that you can spend on another user, transfer a medkit over, and then get your surgeon back on their feet without having them bleed out. In addition, you'll run into situations where you might find explosives. You'll need a demolition skill, or there might be a tripwire, or of course a safe to crack, and any number of different options, because all these skills outside of the combat skills, the weapon skills rather, all the skills and your knowledge skills in general are very important throughout the game because there are a number of ways to accomplish anything. Anything you play in the game can be accomplished in different ways. At least 2 or 3 different ways per interaction. So you want to have those extra skill points to be able to spend for the item, or the skill rather, that you needed at the exact time. Now, of course, after that is just the OK screen to say that you've got unspent points, do your customization, then your check mark to say you're ready to go. So you go ahead and get your whole squad up, which I will be using my pre-made squad from previously. And then you're ready to go. I hope this video has been informative, and just leave me a comment, let me know what you think.